And I'm joined here with Jose and Explode. Let me lower this down a bit. I think this is the place where Black Doom actually talks to Shadow.
He talks to him a lot.
I
My
guess I'm in
speaking N-word.
Bravo.
Hang on. How many minutes has it been since we started the video? Just a minute?
Just a minute, yeah.
All right, let me demonetize it so quick.
I'm gonna
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into that cheeky N-word.
Okay. Thankfully, this is to get to the goal ring. There's only one level I'm dreading to get through. It's one of the arc levels. There's a section in that level that if you do not have a well-timed chaos control skip, you are going to be hating the platforming section. And I hope I don't have to go through that. So here's hoping. But so far, easy level. And there's just the stage where Black Doom casually infects this jungle with a bunch of his parasites.
Now, my question is, how do you feel about the rumors of Sonic the Hedgehog not being part of Fortnite?
Oh, Fortnite?
Yeah. Because we all know they're not going to use actual, Sonic. They're most likely going to use Shadow the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog in Fortnite. Oh, great, I can't wait to play as Sonic. Playable characters include Shadow the Hedgehog, white version of Shadow the Hedgehog, a gold version of Shadow the Hedgehog, and Cream the rabbit.
I wouldn't be surprised. No, the thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if they use Shadow instead of Sonic in Fortnite.
No, they'd use her pet Chow. She's the Chow.
Oh, the backpack? That would make sense having Chow as your back bling.
I mean, like as a playable character, because that thing is deadly.
Yeah. Oh, like a Chow and like a mechanized human.
Yeah, because I wouldn't be surprised.
The mechanized human would intentionally be nerfing itself because it's so powerful.
Well, we all know Sega would do it.
Yeah.
Sega needs that money.
They'll do it for the memes. At this point, that's all they are memes. But yeah, to answer your question seriously though, about Sonic being Fortnite, I welcome it. I find it funny that I started playing Fortnite when all these things I care about are entering the game.
And Rick. All of these things I care about, and Rick.
Yeah, and Rick, yeah. Rick, I guess. If we're gonna talk about Fortnite during the Shadow the Hedgehog GameCube Let's Play, I will say that I am kind of disappointed in the extra goodies they're offering in the Battle Pass.
Some of them look nice,
why different color variants? Yeah.
But no, the main reason I brought up Fortnite is because Fortnite the rumors that have been going on about Sonic being part of Fortnite now.
Well, aside from my earlier discussed hatred for like the extra bonus rewards, I'm cool with it. I know it's going to be Sonic, Shadow, and possibly Knuckles in like
I doubt it would be Sonic because it would probably be Sonic Man.
No, I don't think it's going to be Sonic Man. I think it's going to be the Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, I think it's this level, by the way. I think it's going to be the Sonic mascot costume. Hold up, let me pull it up. Let me get
Sonic Jonesy.
No, not
Jonesy
Sonic
the
Jonesy.
Hedgehog.
Sonic
Jonesy the Hedgehog
costume.
It's just going to be Jonesy in that costume. Jonesy the Hedgehog.
Jonesy the Hedgehog. Yeah, I think it's going to be this right here. Let me just copy and paste it. Where's that? I just clicked on the picture. Yeah, it's going to be this. Copy image, and then put it on Discord. Where's that? I'm not editing these videos anymore, so just giving a heads up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that. I think it's just going to be that.
Oh, the mascot?
Yeah, I think that's like the safest thing they could do in terms of getting somebody humanoid with Sonic's features like that.
Built-in taunt that lets him take off the mask and reveal Jonesy.
It was Jonesy all along.
The thing is, I can actually see that coming.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. That they've done that for anything that involves a human as stand-in for Sonic.
in Ninjala they just gave Sonic hoodie, so there's also that, like with Miku.
Oh yeah, Miku did that too, but Miku was Miku. By the way, I just found out the other day that the Miku people had a collaboration with Domino's.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that until yesterday.
That was the main. That was the main plot twist of Yo No 2.
Dude, I'm not that weeb though.
I know, but even if you just watched a playthrough of that, it's intentionally memey.
I
You
just
see,
wait, not you, Jose. Did you see that commercial? That U.S. dude, the president of Domino's, advertising? It has Miku on it.
yeah, that was one of those things that I just went. We should have. Never mind. I'll keep it to myself.
Anime was a mistake.
No, hang on. I'll
Oh,
type it
really?
down so you guys can understand.
Okay.
And you won't have to edit out the video.
Exactly.
Oh, it's one of those Jose responses I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Good,
I understand why that was.
good call. Good call, Jose. Good call. I'm still disappointed, but I'm still happy you did what you did.
That was my response when I saw that commercial. I'm not gonna.
I'm fine with anime was a
Yeah,
mistake though.
They were overly cheesy with it.
Just
Yeah.
like their pizza. Eh?
I mean, like in all honesty, I like Domino's because it's cheap. But Pizza Hut, too greasy. Little Caesars is basically poor man's pizza.
Yeah, it's
Round
plastic
Table,
pizza.
Round Table's just right.
Jose, I think we found something else we agree on. Honestly, Round Table's actually like. It also has to probably do with the fact that Round Table is the franchise pizza place that is in my hometown. But also, I really did believe for a very long time that Round Table is like the best pizza out of majority of the chains. I've had Domino's. I've unfortunately had Little Caesars, which is, in my opinion, plastic pizza.
It tastes fine to me. Of course, I do the make-it-yourself kind, so maybe it's just actually better if you make it yourself, which shows just how lazy they are.
Well, that's the thing, though. The problem with the Little Caesars pizza back then, because right now they improved, because they had to improve. But before, the problem they were having was the fact that all the pizzas were pre-made the day before. Perfect. So that's why they will just shove it in the oven and that's it. They're ready in
Charles,
like 5
take
minutes.
the pizza out of the microwave. The customers are ready.
Pretty much. But now they actually make the pizza in the morning instead of making it the day before, which is nice.
By the way, before we continue on, because I'm actually interested in this pizza conversation, but let's just all take a sigh of relief that entire level was an auto scroll, and it was done within 2 minutes, I think.
Oh my god.
Oh, just the president's talking to me in this one.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I remember back in the 90s they tried to make Shadow so cool. I remember the pizza promotions they were trying to do with him. You know,
a pizza promotion with Shadow?
Yeah, they did.
Like the Hut advertised Shadow being evil.
Wait, what? I need to see this. This is new to me. Shadow was show me, link me in Discord. I need.
Hang on.
They advertised a lot of games. Remember Crash?
Well, I remember Crash, and I even remember like the creepy Pakistan Sonic commercials. But I've never heard about Shadow endorsing a pizza.
No, it wasn't him per se. It was just
it was like back in the like really like during the 90s.
So when Shadow the Hedgehog was new, and people still had respect for him.
Yeah, still.
Because the entire
Adventure 2. It was Adventure too when they didn't want you to know that he wasn't evil.
I'm Shadow the Hedgehog, and before I blow up this planet, I'm going to eat one of its greatest pizzas known to mankind, Domino's.
Yeah,
with
no,
its
because
with its
I remember
five
watching it.
layers of delicious cheese, and the
No,
crust. May I tell you, the crust is like me, ultimate.
And then he gives Maria flashbacks about Domino's Pizza.
Only Domino's cures uh, my Vietnam post-war flashbacks of when Maria died right in front of my face. Only
no,
Shadow, remember
Domino's
to
can.
always advertise Domino's.
no, and the main reason I remember about them doing the promotion for Shadow for the pizza is because they were doing the whole. They were trying to copy the Sega was trying to copy the whole Mutant Ninja Turtle thing. You know how Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles promoted so much the
Yeah,
pizza.
but that was during the movies.
Yeah, no, but like you know how they like that's what Sega was trying to go for with their marketing campaign with Sonic.
Oh my goodness.
Because
I
that's how
need to
I
see that
remember.
commercial, guys. Please do me a favor and just put the link, and then I'll watch it during one of the
Yeah.
matches. I need to see
I
this
honestly don't even know if
Shadow
it's true. I
advertisement.
just remember there being early commercials like Shadow, a hedgehog, a real life hedgehog meant to represent Shadow killing a cow.
I just
Yeah.
I just now have a mental image. You know that cutscene when oh, I'm dead. By the way, oops, I should not have gone there. You know that one scene where Robotnik or Eggman in this case, he finds when he first finds Shadow when he wakes him up, and you see Shadow strike that pose when he tells him about the Chaos Emeralds and yada yada.
Behold, I can fly!
And you just
Right.
see Shadow pop up with a box of dominoes in his hand.
There you go.
Behold, Doctor, the ultimate pizza.
Woo!
Just
You
as the
see, and back
legend
in the
predicted.
90s,
It's just like my grandfather's notes predicted. Domino's
5
was here the
different
entire time.
cheeses!
Oh my goodness, that's
5
amazing.
different cheeses! The perfect crust!
No way!
Lots
I
of.
can't believe
It's perfect!
it. Okay, how do I get through this part? This spot here. It's too far. I got how many lives can I throw away? I got 12 lives. Okay, I'll try
You know,
one
you
time.
probably could have cheesed. You probably could have cheesed it if you had rings to do on
Did
that.
someone say cheese?
yeah, because back in 2010 they did it too.
Oh, someone please. Oh wait, so it's right there. Wait, hold up. I need to see this. Sorry, wait, I'm not pausing the stream. I need to see what this video is. Oh, hey, I haven't been on this website in years. SonicGear.org. Shameless plug, but
Yeah.
I remember looking at this website for Sonic memorabilia. Okay, the little LCD games. I remember having these. Let's see. Where's Shadows? Wait, where's the Shadow commercial?
Oh no, I'm telling you, they did the promotions, but I remember they did it through like this.
Oh, they probably had like a one-off commercial with Shadow like looking cool or whatever.
Yeah, probably. That's because what I remember is Shadow just, Sonic was doing his whole, gist of being like the nice guy. And then you just see Shadow at that side with him looking like a badass. That's how I remember. Like I said, because
No,
they
try
try to
this.
make him look, they try to make it look so cool.
Alright, I'll try this method. Maybe I have to hug the wall. Am I holding attack the wall? Oh, I can! Oh, I can hug the wall, and then I can just triangle drive off that. Okay, that wasn't very clear. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Thanks, Jose. That was a good laugh. Oh, please tell me I'm gonna land safely. No! I was like, no, wait. Okay, hold on. Like, I know what I must do now. I know what I must do. Maria, no! Okay, I'm losing too many lives here. Hold up. I need to pay attention here. Okay, let's see. So I need a high altitude jump, and also that gets me far enough to make it safety. Okay. Because remember, folks, if I lose all my lives, I have to start from the very beginning. And that's not gonna be fun. We're here to end the game, not prolong it. Okay. Okay, made it. Okay, now I just need to get on that pole. Okay, made it. Okay, guys, yeah, we can continue talking now. We made it over the hard part. Okay, good. All right, we're here, guys. Did I lose you guys?
No, I'm still here.
I was just looking up the commercial, which doesn't seem to exist for pizza. I do see that Australian commercial where they torture Robotnik, though.
Yeah, no, but I remember seeing Shadow. That was the one. That was like the one major draw for it. I'm also looking for it too.
Where did you see this? Here in the States or in like a different country?
No, here in the States.
Oh, because I know
Because
they have different they have different interpretations of what they get away with in different countries.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't
Okay.
exist, I had a good time role playing with Shadow. That was great. Double stuffed pizza. Only I need something that will quell my hunger for destruction. Oh my goodness! It just shows the PNG or not PNG the low resolution video of the space colony Ark shooting down to Earth, and then you just see a pizza being heated by it.
yeah. You see, the thing is, there is evidence that Shadow was. They did do it for Shadow.
Yeah.
Because here's the promotional foods they supposedly did: pizza, Doritos, Snickers, and Hot Pockets.
What a weird combination.
Because apparently that's his favorite foods.
I did not see any Pizza Hut commercials, nor any pizza commercial in general, but I do see these advertising the original Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh my goodness. Oh no.
Because here goes. According to a preview of Shadow the Hedgehog on OneUp.com, Shadow's favorite foods are pizza, Doritos, Sneakers, and Hot Pockets.
Sneakers.
Also in the preview,
Sneakers, that's what I heard too. Sneakers. The soul is my favorite part.
also preview Shadow mentioned that he liked the Terminator, action movies, and video games.
This is during the 90s?
Apparently so.
Oh my goodness, that feels like something Sega would have retroactively done to promote the Shadow game here. My favorite game, my favorite franchise is the Terminator. Because he has weapons too.
Anyway,
well, there you go.
Can watch the commercial, see if he sees anything he recognizes.
The only thing I remember from Sonic on TV was the Sonic Heroes ad campaign, where Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, I think they were holding on to those the toys you showed me on the website. Because that I do remember. I remember getting my parents and my extended family actively hunting.
That reminds me of a Sonic Heroes commercial where 3 out of their prime superheroes were suiting up. It's hard to make funny without
context.
Yeah, that looks familiar, but that wasn't it. Because like at the end, Sonic is eating a piece of fucking pizza.
Let me see if I can find that Sonic Heroes commercial.
Yeah,
because you have to watch.
Because that always blew my mind when I was younger. Because when I see video game characters from my era be on TV, it's like, wow, that's cool. It's rare to see like video game characters on actual TV talking about a product that they're trying to advertise. It's always typical Looney Tunes or whatever.
Well, that's the thing though, because for the characters we grew up with, they're already past their. It's already been like 20 to 30 years now, and it blows my mind once I think about it, because I'm just like, holy shit, dude. Because I remember, Street Sharks.
Oh my goodness, Street Sharks.
I remember Street Sharks. I remember when they were trying to make, they, like I said, like the Mario versus the Sonic saga with the cartoons too, back in the 90s.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I remember all of that because I remember like watching that as a kid.
Oh, this is not a good place to be in. This is not a good place to be in. Tiny platforms with Shadow's slippery controls. Okay, made it. Okay, now we gotta make it over here.
Alright, I found the commercial I was describing and posting it
The pizza?
now. No, the Sonic Heroes one with the old heroes.
Okay, that's also a thing that bothered me a lot was how abused the Sonic Heroes renders were online. I hated. It's not Sonic Heroes' fault, but the fact that
I remember
everybody
watching
used
that.
that. Okay, made it up here. Oh, this is so anti-Shadow the Hedgehog / Sonic gameplay right here. I gotta wait for these snow platforms.
I don't know, it kind of reminds me of that airship in Sonic 2.
You know
No,
the
no,
funny.
no, no, Shadow, why did you do that?
Damn, not here.
Ah,
Well, I'll be honest with you, Mark.
yeah,
Ever since we started playing Sonic
yeah,
the Hedgehog games,
yeah.
Sonic's been slowly growing into me.
That's a bad thing.
Growing into you?
We called anybody that likes Sonic after the '90s a problem. You're
Well,
not
that's
supposed
the
to
thing,
like
That's
though.
Sonic.
wrong.
Well, that's the thing, though. It, like I said, he's starting to grow to me. Doesn't mean I like him. I'm just saying
Plot twist,
it's.
people who liked Sonic before the 90s are also equally a problem.
Yeah, there's no winning when you're a Sonic fan, unfortunately.
Well, that's the same thing with the Star Wars fandom too.
I thought Star Wars, at least at one point in time, were all unified in what they liked.
Oh no, everybody now has come together to set that the new movies are garbage.
Also, that means that
Even
there's
though the
unification
first two
there.
are actually pretty decent, and the third one just craps all over it.
You see, the thing is, I agree with you, Explodes. But the problem is, everybody who hated the prequels goes, the sequel sucks. Everybody who loves the prequels go, the sequel sucks. There's no winning. Like, there's this saying that somebody said that Star Wars fans hate Star Wars fans.
Well, they do.
Yeah. All I hear is negative stuff about Star Wars. At this point, I feel like was it Star Wars is gonna end up going the way of the dodo if Disney doesn't do anything productive with it.
At this rate, it's going the way of the Jedi.
Oh, I get it. Jedi are dead.
I won't lie, Explodes is right on that, because Star Wars is sort of like a franchise, like Sonic and Mario.
Yeah.
Really popular, when they came out, really good. They had their moments, pretty shitty moments. Mario, we all know Mario has a lot of shitty moments.
Well, the thing is, the difference between Mario and Sonic is that when Mario has a bad moment or like a bad time, those games are
People just look the
generally
other way.
hidden by Nintendo, so the public doesn't know about it. Or
And those that do see it usually look the other way.
yeah, like the GameCube era of games. There was like Sunshine. You could say whatever you want about Sunshine, but there's a lot of bad decisions with how that game was made.
Just like Galaxy.
And yeah, Galaxy's a good game, though. Are
You see, but
Are you saying Galaxy's a bad game?
I'm saying it's just got just as many issues.
I'd argue, fundamentally speaking, Sunshine's worse.
yeah, no, Sunshine is worse. Some of the controls are so fucking garbage.
If I'm actively fighting against my controls, there's a problem with the fundamental part of the game. But I could understand where you're coming from, like a level design standpoint. Like maybe some levels just don't work well in Galaxy, but at least Mario is fun to control in that game.
Yeah.
Well, I've had lots of fun controlling him in Sunshine.
Well, for me, it's like fighting games. you can have the biggest example is Street Fighter. Street Fighter has multiple, games throughout its runtime, like Mario.
Yeah.
There's some games. There's some there's some of the games in Street Fighter that the character moves nice and smoothly, and you're like, moi,
Yeah.
this is perfection. And then you got a couple of games that you fucking stiff as fuck, and you're fighting the controllers. And that's the same thing with Mario.
Fighting games as a whole.
Exactly. And that's the same thing that that goes on with Mario. And then when we get to Sonic, Sega don't care.
That's the most truest thing I've heard. Yeah, Sega does. Just the problem with Sega is they don't like making a good game, or at least if they have a good game, they don't want to keep doing what the good game did. They just like scrap it. Sonic was doing too good in that last game. We need to find a way to make the next game different at no matter the cost.
Yeah, no.
Or
I mean,
alternatively, they could just be trying to do what they think is good, and the fans are just whining.
You see,
I know there's some truth to that sentence.
And you see, I would agree with that, Explodes, but the problem is, at least Sega maintains their flagship 100%, unlike Capcom. Because we're going down that route. Capcom fucked over Mega Man so hard.
Wait a minute, Jose, I'm going to stop you right there. Sega is doing the exact same thing Capcom's doing. Sega's sitting down on all their franchises because Sonic's the only thing that sells.
And that's the funny part. No, because I was going to say that's the funny part, because now Capcom's starting to do what Sega did before, which was, use their mascot. On this occasion, they're doing it with Resident Evil and Monster Hunter. But back then, they wouldn't have taken that risk.
Oh yeah, it was like Street Fighter and what was the other game that they kept pushing for a while?
It was Street Fighter and
Resident Evil?
Yeah. Like the two. Oh wait, they neglected Devil May Cry. I remember that was like.
Devil May Cry was like one of their big flagships too, but Capcom decided to shoot it in the knee.
The thing with Capcom is, if something does not as good as they want, which is exponentially crazy what they require, they
dude, you're breaking up. Capcom is silencing you.
What they do is, if something doesn't give them a bajillion copies sold, they instantly stop selling it.
Oh, that just sounds like Nintendo.
No, Nintendo. No, I mean, like, Capcom is way ridiculous about it. What they consider bad is what others consider good.
You see, but then we have the king of all, fuck ups, and that's Konami.
Oh, Konami.
And they just don't want to make games anymore.
We want to just have our Plinko machines and be left alone.
And the thing is, they're sitting on all these IPs that make some billions.
Metal Gear.
And they just do it to make pachinko machines, which are popular in Japan, but only in Japan.
Well, it's like Nintendo. If I remember correctly, Nintendo started out as a card company.
And then some Yahoo said, "Let's make video games," and they never looked back.
Because they can sell those outside of Japan.
They still sell Hanafuda cards, right? Do they still do that?
I think so. They do that for special events or something, yeah. But they don't make love hotels anymore. Eyebrow wiggle, eyebrow wiggle, eyebrow wiggle.
You see, the thing is, I would love to be in a love hotel that has Princess Peach and Mario.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. I'm sorry, Jose. When you said love hotel, I was like, wait, I was agreeing to something I had no idea what I was agreeing to.
Yeah, I want to go to that love hotel.
At that point? Isn't that just the whorehouse at that point?
Not really.
No, it's something you come in with another person, then have sex.
Oh. So I assume you don't take your wife there, right?
No, in Japan, it's mostly used by teenagers,
Oh,
like high schoolers, since they don't want to get caught at home making love.
are you sure it's not a whorehouse? Because that
No,
sounds
it's not.
still sounds
No, they have whorehouses.
No, Japan has whorehouses, but no, this is legit. This is legit. You
It's thing you
basically
find
take.
heart beds in, and you bring a girl there for a special time.
So you would see Ruse the Bat there. That's what you would say, just to keep this.
Yeah.
Yes, with her boy Knuckles.
and Knuckles still doesn't know what to do.
Pretty much.
That's what she loves about him. He's so innocent.
Rouge, why are we here again?
I'll be honest with you. I'm surprised Sega has not sold off their gaming their gaming rights
IP?
to another company. Yeah, gaming IPs to other companies.
If they do that, they better give it to Nintendo. Nintendo would know what to do with Sonic more than Sega does.
I don't think he's talking about Sonic. They use Sonic.
Oh,
I mean, like
their other
Space Channel 5, Monkey Ball.
They also have
Alex Kidd.
they also have
Echo the
Aliens,
Dolphin.
the franchise Aliens. They have it for video games only. Sega's the only exclusive apparently company that can do Aliens.
Which they haven't used in 5 years.
That's
Yeah.
the Xbox 360 game, right?
Alien Colonial Marines, yeah. That was the last game they did, and then the last one they did was Alien Isolation.
Yeah, that's the one I saw Markiplier play way back then.
That was
The
the
one-
one thing that got me into Markiplier.
The one that shoots without cheating.
Yeah,
Wait,
but like I said, no, Sega has a lot of IPs that I wish they give to Nintendo. Like the family-friendly IPs, give it to Nintendo, and then like the not so family-friendly ones, give it to other companies. That are more worthy. I hate to say it, but Activision, they may be a piece of shit company, but they pull out games.
what was the last game they came out with?
Activision,
Yeah.
Call of Duty.
Oh,
They're the Call of Duty.
okay. Sorry, that's how much I don't know. I don't care about the Call of Duty. I don't even know
Oh,
the devs.
well, Activision used to be good then.
No, because Activision also owns Blizzard.
By the way, guys, I'm
Those
so happy.
guys who hate their own
By the
fans.
way, it's this level. This is the level that I hate the most in this run. It's because there's a certain section, and if I don't skip it by using Chaos Control, you're gonna not hear a lot from me until I get through it, because it is like what you saw in the place I lost 3 lives in, worse. And you're dealing with platforms that are moving up and down with space physics. All right, rant over. By the way, I also want to say thank you guys. I appreciate this conversation. We're having it flowing. This is what I like. All right, doesn't it? You could be tangentially aware of Shadow the Hedgehog, but as long as we got something to talk about, I'm game. All right, go on, Jose.
No, but that's the thing though. What do you want somebody like Blizzard to do? Like a battle royale with Sonic?
Isn't Blizzard the Overwatch people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, the people who hate their fans.
Because let's just say Sega gave Blizzard the IP for Sonic. Imagine what kind of game Blizzard can pull out.
They would just put them in Overwatch.
Introducing Sonic in Overwatch. This is what you want to say, right? You wanted your IP in Overwatch. So Explodes, can you explain to me, because that's new to me. Overwatch is not liked by its community. What's going on?
I'll be honest with you. So the problem with Blizzard right now is the whole thing that happened with the Chinese government.
Oh, okay. Do tell.
And so a lot of their fans decided to just kind of bail on Blizzard, because what happened was the CEO of Blizzard did a half-assed apology. Because what happened was, I guess there was some esport players from Overwatch that protested against, I guess, something the Chinese government did,
Okay.
and Blizzard automatically banned them without giving them any warning or any context. And a lot of people are like, oh, that's freedom of speech that you're taking away from them. And so what a lot of people were going is because the reason why Blizzard did it so quick is because their main income and their main I guess their main income and
The
daddy
Chinese
daddy
government
that gives
had a
them
hand
money
in their bank books, essentially.
pretty much. And so basically a lot of the government, a lot of the people, a lot of the fans were just like, dude, I can't believe Blizzard would do this. And then the CEO comes out, he's like, oh yeah, no, you know what? Yeah, we banned them, and we're so sorry that happens. We're all about freedom of speech. But his apology was so fucking bad.
So it
The
sounded
worst
like it
part
was.
about all this is that
Oh.
one of the worst parts about all this is that one of their most popular characters is Chinese.
Mm-hmm. May.
Oh,
Yep.
her. Okay, I was just like, it's not the flagship character, right? Because she's on the cover of everything.
Tracer, no, Tracer is popular, but like the main one people love apparently is May, because she's dummy, quote unquote,
Let me think.
dummy thick. Yeah,
Well, she's not fat, but she's not thin either.
yeah.
So she's the everyday woman.
Apparently that's how they portrayed it at first, but then Blizzard kind of went back on it.
By the way, wait, hold on. Before you continue on, I don't mean that to offend women and all that, but I honestly, when you see any type of fiction, I need to pause to say this. In any type of fiction, when you have any woman or dude have like the pinnacle of what people in media say is the ideal bod, you're obviously gonna bring other people with their money and say, I like that. Okay, fair enough. But when you have a character that is not super thin and has some weight to them in a, I guess, realistic manner, sure, that's kind of what you would normally see regular people have. I'm pretty sure, Jose, you could pretty much back me up on here. No, for every 10 people you see on the street, you're not going to see a supermodel walking past you and say, yeah, that's normal.
I mean, yeah, no, you're right. And it's funny though, because it's like when I talk to my girlfriend about my body,
Yeah.
I tell her I got a dad bod. I'm not a dad right now, but I got the dad bod going. Why? Because that's the normality for majority of the people. It's like Mark has a normal physical body, and I want to say normal as in the aspects of he doesn't have the belly gut like most of the guys do.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Dude, if you were to see me naked, which you're never gonna see me naked, by the way, that's in quotations there. I am incredibly out of shape, so if you see me that way, I'm most likely gonna end up just having like a belly, but not like to the what you're talking about extreme there. But yeah, I have the quote unquote not so perfect bod.
No, but we're talking about like average. Because we're talking about like average in general, you know. Because the average in general, it's you got a little bit of gut.
Mm.
Then you got the people who have the dad bod, which is the one that I got, and then you got the people that have what my favorite comedian would say, Gabriel Iglesias, the oh damn.
Yes.
Fine. I thought you were going to say fluffy.
Explodes. Are you impressed with that skip? Are you impressed with that skip?
I saw that. That was beautiful.
It was nice.
Dude, I found that out when I was experimenting on the expert mode years ago. It's like you can jump off at any moment and use the leftover chaos, because chaos control will never drop you in a perilous situation above an abyss. They will try to always land you on a flat platform. So if you're
it might sometimes drop you into acid, though. Not usually.
But thankfully it didn't happen. Okay, go on, Jose. I wanted to point that out before we lost track.
Yeah, no, but I'm not gonna lie though. That, like I said, no. The thing, no. The body I have explodes. It's considered fluffy. That's what I'm saying. Oh damn.
Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. That's
And it's funny though, because a lot of people they care about the looks, but you shouldn't. I know this is like the most awkward thing to talk about, especially like when we're streaming Sonic.
Gerald talking.
But like
in my thesis of Shadow the Hedgehog, we talk about the life values such as weight and our ideal body shape. All right, go on with
Well,
that. I get it. I get you.
no, no, but like overall, I mean, like people should be comfortable with with their body. He's like, yeah, you can have like you can be like Diego. If you guys don't know Diego, Diego's like legit skinny. That boy eats, but that boy's skinny.
Just like my
My mom
brother.
has also told me that she's got a record, and I've told Diego this before, so it's nothing new if he sees this part. But yeah, my mom has even told me, she goes, "Does Diego eat anything?" And I go, "Yeah." So every single time I would invite Diego or I meet something, my mom goes, "Oh, make sure Diego eats lots of food because he's skinny."
Yeah, no, and it's funny though, because like Diego would agree too, because like he is that super skinny, but he eats, but that's his metabolism.
Yeah.
That's why, like I said,
Maybe if
people need
you
to be
choose the
comfortable.
other three, the thing will lower.
People should be comfortable with their bodies. But we can all agree that the moment you hit oh damn, you gotta
You need to lose some weight or you're gonna die.
yeah, it's not even that. It's just the fact that maybe you kind of need to look at what you're doing. Because I mean, like it's okay to hit the O down, but let's say by stress, depression, things like that. Because when you're depressed,
You eat.
you don't want to do anything. You eat. You don't want to go outside, things like that. You hit it. That's fine. But like, if you keep going on like that, yeah, you're gonna die.
Yeah, man, we went from May to okay. Well, I had a friend that he passed away a couple years ago, and he was from the time I remember meeting him to that's what the thing is to the day that before he passed away and such. I always remembered him as being a really large man, and he was like in his I want to say like 60s, 70s. I don't know. It's been a long time. Where is this taking me? Okay. And what ended up happening is that that weight that he had to be like 300 pounds or something like that. He he lost movement in his legs. He lost movement, or he couldn't walk anymore just because it was so darn heavy. And unfortunately, I think that's one of the reasons why he died, because it's like his heart stopped or something. Long story short, to make sense of what we got while I'm trying to pay attention to this game here, uh, there comes a point where when you have too much, you need to understand it's going to affect your well-being, and you're not going to live very long if you don't do anything to stop it. And I understand what you mean, Jose, by it's okay when you're sad for a little bit, but if you're sad all the time, you're not going to get yourself better.
Yeah, that's the thing though. It's like under and that's and it's funny though, because when we're heading down that route, mental illness is not really taken seriously if you think about it. Because I remember, back, growing up, and I know since we're all in the same similar age group, you know, you guys will remember this, you know, when somebody was quote unquote depressed, I remember hearing a lot of the teachers and a lot of the people back then tell them, "Oh, just suck it up. It's all in your head."
Yeah,
Just like they said, if they didn't see it, it didn't happen.
Pretty much.
The lazy sons of.
And it's funny though, because like now we're a little bit more aware of it, but I mean the damage is done already for a lot
it's
of people.
late. Those people aren't coming back.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right, and there's a lot of merit to it. But I don't mean to be the man here, but we were talking about May being dumb and thick for a second.
Yeah. Oh no, but that's my point. Because every time I see May now, I think to myself, bro, I want that.
I could have a chance with her.
Because she has a everyday woman body, and then Blizzard decided to go, no, she doesn't.
Wait, what?
It's just, yeah, because apparently the only reason she looks like an everyday woman is because her coat is that big. But in her later
Oh,
skins,
No, I've seen it without the coat, and it was every day. It was like not fat, but not thin. She was bigger than every other woman in the game.
yeah, no, I'm sorry, no, because that's the way they did. I think like one of her summer skins,
Oh,
like
that was a
earlier,
glitch.
they made her look super model, and that's
That
what
was a
really enraged people.
glitch.
wait,
They
that was a
patched it
glitch?
out since then.
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean a glitch? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Is that what you're saying?
No, it was literally a glitch. She was not supposed to be that thin.
Oh, no, that's bogus. How did he get through all that? You know, Blizzard's not a small company. They did that on purpose.
Yes, but they are a lazy company.
Yeah, but the thing is, if the thing, but that's my point. That's the point that Mark is trying to get to. If Blizzard, quote unquote, are still lazy, they would have caught it and they would have been like, okay, you know what? They would have made an announcement about it. There's a problem with the May skin, yada
If
yada
that was
yada.
true, they wouldn't have patched it out.
They patched it out because people complained.
Yeah, it's the power of
Because
complaints. If nobody complained about it, they wouldn't have changed it.
and the reason I remember is because one of my friends what loved May before when she was quote unquote dummy thick, and then
Again, she's
when May was revealed to be actually quote unquote skinny, he was done with Blizzard at that point. And then Blizzard tried to use the excuse that you're saying that it was a glitch, but like my friend said, like Mark said, how can it be a glitch?
or it was a glitch and they were too lazy to fix it until people whined.
You see, a glitch would be something like
The
part of
character
your
goes to the
costume,
floor because they pick up a weapon in this specific part of the map. That's a glitch.
or
Yeah,
or maybe the skin only pixelates the upper half of the body. Okay, that's understandable. But the whole model being super skinny.
Maybe it was meant for a different character at first.
well, at that point, it's a bunch of speculation that you're making exposed. I think the more reasonable and possibly the correct answer is that they were both lazy, and they were just kind of saying, "Nah, we want May to look this way because we want May to look this way." And when people call them out on it, they're like, "Oh crap! Now we got to change the model to how the fans perceive the character, not how we perceive the character to be."
If they did that way the fans perceived it, then she would have been very fat when she took off that coat.
But then you'd have the opposite side it, being upset about that for other reasons.
Yeah, no, that's the problem with a lot of fandoms that they don't they don't know what else to complain about.
Because
I mean, like,
you want to know the fandoms are made of? The fandoms are made of kids who've never had anything but traumatic happen in their life, and they need to have something to complain about.
well,
That's
that's the
really,
thing though. Because like for me, I'm not gonna lie, Shadow seems like I love Shadow's his color scheme and everything. He quote unquote may be a garbage, you know, character or edgy, but I like him.
Jose. This is what keeps me being a Sonic fan. To wrap things around. uh, this is the reason why I'm a Sonic fan. Sonic games don't need to be perfect for me to like them anymore at this point. I have realized about over 10 years ago that people will always complain about something I like. And at the end of the day, if I like it, that's all that matters to me, and I will continue to pay for it until they no longer have it available, or they do something I believe morally is not right or how the thing should be. And obviously, if I get to that point, I'm not going to go on social media and be a butthead and be like, "This game sucks because it did this thing that I am indifferent about." I'm like, well, I guess it's time to hang up the Sonic fan cap and move on to something else. That's what I would be as a consumer. Companies will change their mind when they see money go down. That's how all companies work. If they make a decision that's stupid and people stop buying their stuff, they have two things: either shut down production or change something so people come back.
Well, and it's funny though because I'm in the same boat like you. My favorite franchise has always been Fire Emblem,
Oh,
and as you can tell, I am not happy with the new games. I don't buy them because they're not interesting to me.
yeah.
But it doesn't mean that I'm gonna hate the franchise for it. No, it's like yeah, they've done things that I don't like, but hey, you know what? Things gotta move.
Oh, Richie
Things,
does get off at 7. I forgot. I was.
it's okay.
Okay, go on, go on, go
I,
on. I just saw Discord right now.
yeah, no, I'm bullying. I'm bullying him, as you can tell.
Okay.
No, but that's my point though. It's like yeah, I understand that franchises need to change, but like yeah, it doesn't mean I'm gonna shit on a franchise just because they don't do the one thing I love.
Yeah, the thing is,
Unless they're
I've
like
been with.
Devil May Cry and I intentionally crap all over it by making fun of it, like that wig that had no business being there.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
that's
I
pretty
remember
much
that.
an old version of the Teen Titans Go problem that people have, right? Where it feels like they're making fun of the fans.
They didn't even see the show by the time they wrote those ones.
Yeah, I remember seeing that cutscene of Dante with the wig, and then him like going pshaw. Nobody cool actually wears that. But yeah, it's the one thing I wanted to get off my chest was Sonic in terms of like the quality of the stuff. I've been with Sonic games for practically all my life. Like my first legitimate time of playing a Sonic game was it Sonic the Sonic and Knuckles collection for the PC. That was my first exposure to Sonic, legitimately. And then Sonic Adventure 2 Battle was my first real game that belonged to me, and I loved every moment with it. And then Sonic 06 happened, and I had to realize that not all games go by the same standards that I thought all games should have gone through, and that's when I learned about the internet. But like,
Yeah,
Sonic games are gonna, they're gonna have a lot of stinkers here and there. They have a reputation for being that way. But the core of it, the reason why I like Sonic, and the reason why I gotta think about this. The reason why I like Sonic to begin with was because of two things. He looked cool, and he had that attitude I was behind. He was a hero, and that was one thing that was really appealing to me growing up, was to have somebody that was had cool attitude, could take down the bad guys, that type of thing. And that has still stuck with me because after 20 some years of following this idiot through his mediocre later half of his life, I'm still excited to see what new stuff comes, if it's bad or good. And Sonic still to me today to this day looks cool. He still has that spark of why I liked him as a child, and that's call it nostalgia goggles. But yeah, I like what I like, and this is what I grew up liking. And unfortunately, if people in the age of 2021 don't like it, well, you don't have to play it. I will continue to play it. You know,
yeah,
it just yeah, I remember feeling so demotivated. Like there was one day my parents were looking for Sonic and the Black Knight for me at a Walmart, and some dude. My mom told me this, but my mom told me that the dude at the cashier stand told them, "Why are they busy? Why are they trying to find a Sonic game? Sonic games suck." And this is the person helping them find the copy. And there are better video games to give your kid. And then my mom's like, "Yeah, we didn't listen. We just got it for you anyway because we know how much you like Sonic." And so I'm like, damn, that's for people trying to snipe the love of the character just because popular opinion hates the game.
yeah.
I'm pretty
Like,
much at the point where I'm unless they do something I morally do not like, which like I said, I'm gonna just put down the series at that point. I'm pretty much gonna stick with whatever garbage Sega gives me and be happy
yeah,
with it.
yeah. Well, that's the thing though,
Even
and
though
it's what,
Sonic and the Black Knight was a pretty bad game.
Yes, I know, but I still have it to this day.
and that's the thing, because even though the game quote unquote was bad, you liked it, you played it, you grew up with it. This was something. you pretty much let's be honest with live by,
Mm,
you know, and that's why you keep supporting the IP,
yeah.
and it's the same thing, for me, but Fire Emblem, I stopped liking it once I hit 3D. I missed the 2D animations, but I still support the fandom. I still buy some of their garbage ass games, Fire Emblem Conquest.
Fire Emblem Heroes.
That went downhill.
Oh, dude, are you sure it went downhill? Because apparently Nintendo loves to push that game a lot.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, because it's still pay to win, and people are going to pay to win.
Uh,
Well, I mean, like, you're right, but at the same time, if you're a fan of Fire Emblem, you're gonna support the series.
I'm gonna go on another tangent about that game. I actually played that game when it was super new, left it, and then picked it up again because Camilla, and then I pulled Camilla, and then I realized this game's not as fun as I thought it was gonna be, and then I dropped it again, and then Explodes told me that the game became super pay to win shortly afterwards. So I kind of let
I
that
mean,
game stop.
I'll be honest with you. There is one game that I've been playing, and I know it's gonna sound ridiculous, but there was a game I used to play back in the day before before it got shut down. It was Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm.
Oh, Blazing!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that game when it was new.
Okay. So I never once paid anything on that game, and the thing is, the game was super free to play friendly. You just you just needed to take breaks every once in a while.
Uh, okay.
I remember that game was just super fun. I miss it. I am sad that they stopped. They pretty much stopped supporting it.
Didn't they? It wasn't the reason why they stopped supporting it is because the game became too like pay to win.
No. So what happened? What I'm guessing what happened was that since other other Naruto games were coming out,
Hmm.
people were moving on. Because that's the problem with mobile games. Like after a while, if they don't keep their stuff like super fresh, and the IP just stops for a bit because new seasons are being made, or the story, or maybe the manga or the movies are done, you can't really keep going on.
Death to all who oppose me.
True. That's kind of the problem that Dragon Ball's going through right now because they have no new content for the global people, so they're kind of have to recycle, and that could probably lead to fatigue for the majority of fans.
Yeah, because the thing is, Dragon Ball has a rich lore, but the problem is they power crept themselves.
They don't know how to make a good story and interesting or entertaining now due to how broken each character is.
Yeah, I mean, like right now, I put Dragon Ball Legends right now in hold for a bit.
Oh yeah, thank you for telling me that because we have to kick you out of the guild because you weren't scoring anything, and we had a third year anniversary guild war that was lasting for 2 weeks this time, and if we score high enough, we get this fancy title. And unfortunately, when I noticed that you weren't logged in for like 6 days, I was like, I'm gonna have to move you out.
It's fine. It was more because I'm taking a break right now.
Okay, that's fine. You can always come back in. Just we need to get points coming in.
Yeah,
Um,
no,
but yeah, go ahead. You're putting down the
no,
game.
but no, that's what I'm saying. It's like the thing is sometimes you've got to take breaks from your mobile games
Oh, dude, yeah.
because as much as you like the game, there's gonna be a time that you just did everything and you're just kind of like, well, what am I gonna do right now? You know?
Dude, that's how early Dokkan Battle was for me when I played that when I used to play the game. Because when
Perfect.
Dokkan Battle first came out, there was hardly any content. And I remember when the new content dropped in the game, I would do all the content they had within that day and be like, okay, I don't have to play the game for a little bit until new stuff came out. Then when year one, the first year anniversary came out for that game, they had so much content that was always flowing out. It felt like a job to me because like if I don't do this, I'm gonna get behind. And if I don't, if I take a break from the game and I come back to it, all these things are gonna come out, and I'm not gonna be able to keep up. You know, that's the problem with app games, and
Well,
their ability to keep the funky fresh. Players that drop the game for a bit, they're gonna be left behind because they choose not to play for a little while.
and it's funny though, because that actually comes out to actual video games. I am a big RuneScape fan, but
Oh, RuneScape.
I rarely play it. Yeah, and Diego also. I rarely play it. Then we have Fortnite. Fortnite, has not been much of a grind, like other people would think.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, if you're playing it solo, it can become a grind. Like you probably don't want to do it.
Yeah, but it explodes.
Because I'm not gonna lie, holy shit, dude. Playing certain games by yourself, you just want to, put that gun in your mouth and pull that trigger. Because
Dude,
boy,
I've been there, man. I feel you. I feel you.
and it's worse when it's an event that you have to do, and it's mandatory. So you're just slugging it.
One thing though, did that ever happen to you during your Marvel app game? Because I know you showed me that game one time.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, no. The thing is,
dropped it.
I log in every day. I play my dailies, but then I log out.
Oh, okay, that's fair. You get your bare minimum in there.
Yeah, barely. I mean, like I've been thinking about taking a break, but I know if I take a break right now, I miss certain content, so I just log in.
Exactly what I said then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. And one thing I'll never advise people to do if you're watching is never have two app games that you want to play seriously. You will never find happiness in your life.
Or money in your wallet.
Yeah. Because the thing is, if you think holding on to one app game and staying up with all the updates is a hard thing to do, try doing two games and trying to stay on top of stuff. You will die.
I remember how mad I got when I was playing. I don't know if you ever heard of this one, but it was the Walking Dead Survival.
Yes, I've heard of that one.
So when it first came out, I was into that game. I was spending so much money on it, and then another game came out, which was Bleach: Brave Souls,
I played that
and I was just like, ooh. I was just like, ooh la la. Well, every paycheck, I was losing $400
Oh,
on the banners for each game.
oh, poor man. Poor, oh, dude, oh, dude, just hearing that makes me wince.
No, because like for me, the one banner I spent the most was the one when Negan came out.
Yeah.
In The Walking Dead, and I was just like, I spent over $450 just on one sitting to try to pull him, and I didn't pull him.
I'm so sorry.
I got so mad, I tilted, I stopped playing the game. I uninstalled because I was just like, $400, no Negan, nah, fuck you. And so what did they do? They did a consolation price for everybody, and they gave everybody a free Negan, which was pretty much the garbage version. But it's like, here, have the character.
Oh,
And I took that more of an insult.
Oh, yeah. Because that's one thing that people don't realize when it comes to app games. Eventually, the things that people spend a bunch of money, like a lucrative amount of whale money on, are eventually going to be free to access maybe months later or a year later or maybe years later. but it's going to be super readily available because of power creep. And, and then by that point, you're going to be like, that Negan, I don't want him. He's trash.
Pretty much. And it's funny though, because like the other game that I went back to was Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
Oh yeah.
That one will hurt your soul. I spent over $3,000 in a 3-month span on booster boxes.
Ooh. Ooh.
Because the problem with Duel Links is that every other month they pull out a booster box. So what do? You need 3 copies of one card from that booster box. Well, the problem is that booster box, the first booster box, only comes with one of each ultra rare. So the thing is, you have to be lucky and pull that card, and then reset the box to get so you can get the other copy, and you got to do it 3 times if you need, the 3 cards.
Yeah.
And so one of the cards that I needed back in the day was Mask Change, an elemental, it was a Mask Hero. I forgot the name of the Mask Hero, but it's one that attacks. If it destroys your opponent's monster, you get this spell card, Mask Change, into your hand, and then you can activate it again, and then kind of OTK your opponent.
Yeah.
And so that was the most popular strategy back then. So I was just like, well, fuck, dude. Guess I'm gonna have to spend. Well, I spent almost $1,000 getting my 3 copies.
And no
just so I can play that deck. Let me put it this way: I still have the deck. The deck has been power crept. I mean, it's still a one-trick pony. So if you get lucky, you can still win. But it's not the same win rate.
Yeah, that reminds me of a little bit in terms of like strategy. Dokkan Battle, like I'll go back at Dokkan Battle. If you're not familiar with Dokkan Battle, was the first Dragon Ball Z app game that dropped in the Google Play Store.
Yeah, I remember.
It dropped when I was entering college, and that was like the best time for me to have something new and relevant to play because that was my first experience to an app game for reals that appealed to me. And oh good, I'm gonna get chaos control. Hold up, gotta get up here. Yeah. Okay. And the thing is that there was a character that pretty much made doing a tedious grind called the World Tournament. Okay, so let me just give you a basis of the World Tournament. World Tournament, when they introduced that mechanic to the game, was essentially 3 days of every player grinding the exact same map, same type of enemies, but the way how you got to top placement and you kept on playing, and you had to be efficient.
So basically, literally everything that's done except you're right.
Yeah. So you needed to keep looping, dude. The first World Tournament that came out, it was such a hard grind because you literally had to do what Explode said: turn your brain off and just keep playing the game and min-max as hard as possible, and have at least a decent team. The next World Tournament that came out was during the time when Broly was introduced in the game, and guess what? Broly had this unique ability only to him for like many, I want to say for maybe like 2 years. He was the only character that when you activated his super attack, it attacked every enemy unit at once with the same massive amounts of damage. So if you didn't have Broly in World Tournament, which was all you were fighting, which was hordes of enemies on the screen, you were going to end up what's the word for it? You were going to end up being
off class.
Not outclassed, but the thing is, you were going to not. What's the word? I'm losing track of it.
At random points, they sometimes
it was faster to run Broly. It was faster just to have a Broly run in your team because he could wipe out the entire team in less than 5 seconds, as opposed to playing it the way it started out, which was strategically.
Not to mention, one of the team members could just randomly kill you in one shot.
Oh yeah, you were there during that time too, right?
Yeah.
So Broly improved your chances of achieving the grind faster than other players who didn't have Broly. And I remember getting lucky and pulling Broly, I think, one time, and I was extremely free to play back then. And after that, and I got like a high placement, I felt so good. I was like, yes, I did it. And then guess what happened afterwards? World tournament again. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this again. It doesn't feel fun. It's just the same thing over and over again. With all its problems in tow, it's just a better game for me to grasp in general. I don't know. I had to let that out because the Broly thing just got me aggravated because it was like we finally got that card and then now everybody has that card and everybody's just no lifing it.
Yeah, no, that's the that's been always a problem with power creeping, is that you get those moments that you just go, why?
At least with Fortnite, it doesn't demand you to be like there every day.
No. I mean, Explodes has outclassed us, but you know, I'm okay being level 32.
So wait, I know we were talking about May and all that stuff because we went off on like a billion different tangents. What was the main reason why we brought up May? She was dummy thick for a reason. What?
Oh, we were talking about Blizzard.
Oh yeah.
How Blizzard being a piece of shit.
Okay, we pretty much already covered that, I suppose.
Yeah, no. The main reason I brought it up is because I told you, how do you feel if Blizzard were to take over the Sonic IP?
Oh, Sonic IP. See, but here's the thing. I don't know them well enough to judge that, and based on what you're saying, it sounds like a bad idea.
I mean, they had good games during the 90s.
So to say,
And
but
Overwatch was originally a good game before they kind of bloated it.
Diablo.
Overwatch was a good game until they bloated it to death.
oh, so they became the Skyrim.
Actually, yes.
Because I know every E3 people love making fun of Todd Howard for Skyrim. Or something like that. Yeah. Oh, money out of ammo. But yeah, I would probably say the best people that would have the Sonic IP in their hand would just be Nintendo, just based on the fact that they know how to deal with a child friendly IP such as Sonic and make a good game out of it.
You're right.
And Sega does not know what they're doing majority of the time. I really hope that I say this every year, or not every year, but every time a new Sonic game comes out. But I really hope this next Sonic game is not utter trash.
You know, that's kind of what the same thing I say about the Fire Emblem Series 2. I hope this new Fire Emblem is actually good.
Well, here's the thing.
They're not bringing back 3D animation.
Are we confirmed to not have another Fire Emblem until the next Nintendo console?
No.
They've never said anything like that before.
Because they pretty much, you know, we have our problems with the game in terms of like how budget like it looks, but like that game did really well. Do you think they're actually gonna make another one for the Switch?
Yeah, no, the thing is, there's probably more projects for the Switch. The problem is that, well, I think, what was the name of the company? Intellectual?
Oh, Intelligence.
AI. Yeah, and the problem with them is that they're trying to remake some of the old games.
Oh, like that worked out so well the first time. Or the times before that when they were just okay.
Because it usually takes them a while for them to figure out the formula on remaking a game. And I think this time they were remaking Genealogy of the Holy War, which is a long, tedious game.
You mean that one where everyone dies and then you take care over their children?
No, it's the one with like you start out with a group of heroes. You finish the game, quote unquote, and then you play the game now as, and then it moves to the future. Now you're playing the children.
That's exactly what I said. They kill them all, and then.
Yeah, then that's the one. So far, that's the one that I heard that was being remade right now, and I'm just like, yeah, it's gonna be a while.
I don't like the idea of that one, but as long as they do a better job at it than they did with Echoes.
Oh, was Echoes a stinker?
Echoes pretty much was not had the was a good game. Don't get me wrong. It just didn't have the same feel as the original.
It was not good.
Gameplay department or just story wise?
I think it was story wise
Okay.
because gameplay was pretty good. Because I played it, I liked it.
Ooh, we got ourselves a debate here. I want to hear
I
both sides.
have a friend who I probably wouldn't like to listen to that could tear that game apart for you.
Well, I mean,
But is
the
it
game.
valid though? Because you could tear apart anything if you try hard enough. So like,
Yeah,
I know, but
what's
he's
the
actually
valid
played
reasoning
it.
behind it?
I mean, the gameplay itself was pretty good. I mean, the only problem I had was just the what do you call it? The evolving classes that you had to go in a very specific dungeon in order for you to promote your class. But other than that, the game was pretty good. The gameplay and everything was pretty fun. A little tedious at times, but that was expected from the original.
Oh, here's a question for both of you. When does a game get to a point where you just say, okay, here's a better way to form a question. When do you get to the point when you play a game and it asks you to do so many monotonous things that you just say, "I'm okay. This is where I stop playing the game." Like, how much can you
Sunshine
take
Blue
monotonous
Coins.
things before you stop and say, "This game's not for me. I can't deal with
Sunshine
this."
Blue Coins. I love that game to death. It's one of my favorites, but I cannot do 100% for that. Just like I can't do Sonic Heroes Emblems, because it's not worth it.
For me,
This can be
has
any
to
game, by
be
the way, any game.
for me has to be those fetch quests that you have to get, like, let's say, like 10 10 items from this one particular monster, and it doesn't drop it 100% of the time, and so you got to constantly keep.
Perfect.
It's a Monster Hunter.
Yeah, Monster Hunter kind of thing, where you have, like, let's say that you need the tail of the fucking Rathlos to make your new fucking sword, and you got to constantly kill it until you get the tail. Now that's fucking annoying. And then when you have to get like 4 or 5 of the same item, and you only get one drop, and that drop is super rare, then you gotta, yeah, no, that's when I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm good, friend.
Oh, dude, that reminds me of Xenoverse 1 when it came to drop rates.
Ooh, it's Omega.
Omega, cut it out. Don't you have anything better to do?
That's the main reason I stopped playing. That's the main reason I was a little bit iffy about Xenoverse 2.
Yeah, you played Xenoverse 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was that, oh, you beat the level, but did you get the drop? No,
No,
guess
you
we need to
didn't.
play it again.
3 or 4, plus an extra one if you knock out certain enemies. So it's a little more fair in that respect, but
Yeah, that was one of the turnoffs. As soon as I got my Videl equipment, I was just kind of like, alright, I don't need to S rank every single thing and pick up every single item that I'm never going to use.
That was me when I was playing Xenoverse 2, before the DLC,
Oh,
before all the DLC.
yeah.
When you were grinding for Goku Black's uniform.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was so angry.
Unless it's a particular kind of RPG, I just don't like grinding for equipment. That just... to me, that I don't find that interesting enough to warrant that as fun. Because remember, video games are supposed to be fun. They're supposed to be things you do because you don't want to do work.
and if Mark can't use the
No, don't get me wrong. I understand that you gotta grind sometimes.
He doesn't want to do it because he only likes making Videl.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Don't get me
I know
wrong.
you're trying to come off as super mean towards me, but I know you're joking. I know, I know. I see the blades going through my heart, but you are being very careful not to strike it. Uh,
Well, that's the thing though, because like understand that there's certain games that you're gonna have to grind because you're not gonna get like the ultimate loot right off the bat. You got to work your way up to it. I'm cool with doing some grinding, but not spending fucking 5 hours at the same dungeon so I can get one piece out of the let's say 8 equipment I need.
yeah.
That's when I go no. Why am I spending 4 hours?
Nope. Oh, I thought I was gonna die there. Um, explodes. I do wanna follow up what you just said right now, and I still died. I want to follow up with what what you said to me earlier. When it comes to anything Videl related, it no longer becomes work. It's all about love. Okay.
Right?
I will gladly spend 10 hours grinding until I can unlock anything that resembles the character for sure. But in terms of in general for games, I wouldn't go that far. But yeah, go on, Jose.
Well, that's the thing, though. No, but you're right. No, but when you have something that you really love and it's exclusive only in that mission, and you got to grind that mission, well, the things you do for love.
Courage
Literally
from
is
Cowardly
a
Dog.
parody of Dokkan Battle.
Oh, I can get, dude. The funny thing is, I can get away with that type of mentality when it comes down to Legends too, because that game pushes so much on the Saiyans. Why did it do that? It's the door supposed to open. Anyway, the game leans so heavy on Saiyan characters. Like we know the majority of the fan base loves Goku and Vegeta, so we're gonna push the crap out of these characters every week, so that way they keep giving us money. But when you deal with a Dragon Ball Z fan like me, who's always, essentially going for the niche stuff, uh, I end up saving way more money because the teams that I go for don't come out all the time. So, uh, I don't have, unfortunately slash unfortunately, it means I have to wait longer for units I care about, but also I don't have to spend that much money. Oh, please. So yeah,
Now that we're talking about that, how do you feel about collabs,
what's that?
collaborations between games?
It was like that One Piece and Dokkan Battle collab that
It,
one time.
want to know what explodes? That was the only time they ever had a collaboration. That's still the only time Dokkan's ever had a collaboration. I always look at it as collaborations as, in terms of like a phone game, that they are hurting for money and they need extra exposure from good-looking IPs to draw people in. When you see Dokkan Battle doesn't even need that, you realize that they have enough money that they don't need
Sometimes they just
collaborations.
do it for fun.
No, but there's certain games that do collabs even though they're doing pretty well.
I mean, there's Fortnite, but that's a different situation though.
I'm pretty sure Dokkan Battle did it just for fun.
One of the biggest games I know that I play and that every once in a while I play
Yeah.
has been Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross.
Oh, I tried playing that game. I'm sorry, I could not get into it.
Oh no, that game became a pay to win. That became pay to win.
Oh, okay.
When it first came out, it wasn't pay to win. It was grindy, but there wasn't that much content out because I was there when it first came out. I downloaded it when it first came out.
Yeah.
They didn't even have Escanor in the roster.
And then the Titans came, and it proved that the Giantess was bigger than the normal Titans.
Oh yeah, dude. The reason why I downloaded that game and even got interested into the Seven Deadly Sins, the anime, which I quickly dropped because the anime just did not interest me whatsoever, is because of Diane. I'm all into that giant waifu business, but when when you give me like a story that doesn't feel like there's any type of tension, I zone out, and I'm like, why am I watching this? It's just a perverted dude and his waifu that doesn't mind him touching her inappropriately, go on adventures that have absolutely no stakes involved.
Believe it or not, the thing is, the first season is a slug to run through.
Yeah.
It picks up after that. Once the Ten Commandments come out of them being sealed, the show picks up real quick.
Bro, I think the loaded the gold ring unloaded. I think this is actually the end of the stage, but there's no gold ring.
Oh no! You're gonna have to kill yourself.
Yeah. Oh, guys, this is me signing off.
Forever.
Wait, this. Oh my goodness, the game did not load the gold ring.
Nope. You're gonna have to. Suicide.
Damn, not here.
Okay, I'm gonna laugh so hard if we see the gold ring here now. I probably went too fast and it didn't load the gold ring in time. Anyway, okay, so here's another question just to keep things rolling. Why do you like Seven Deadly Sins? And tell me.
Believe it or not, the characters. There's actually good characters within the show. Because don't get me wrong, I get exactly what you're saying. Because like when I saw the first season, I didn't like the main character Meliodas. Like you said, I saw him as a perv, and I'm just like, yeah, this is like your typical I am the strong man, but I'm actually a perv too. But like, there's a lot of good characters within the universe. One of my favorite ones is Gloxemia, which was the previous fairy king before King. And then you have Gother, the doll.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm just.
No, sorry. Those two are the main reason I kept watching, even though. Spoiler alert! I know you're not going to watch the anime. Gloxemia dies, but the characters themselves actually make the universe a lot better.
Yeah.
It's just the slugfest between, the slugfest of Meliodas is what turns me off from the anime too. But once you get past that first season and you hit the second season, the show picks up so good, and it just becomes so much better.
Is it true that the series is actually ending, like very well?
Yeah.
It ended or something along those lines. Like it's
Yeah.
not coming back. It's like it's ending.
Yeah, no, it ended.
Okay.
It ended. I mean, they're saying that they're going to continue it on with Meliodas' son and all that.
By that point, I'm thinking.
Yeah, at that point, it's going to be like a Boruto situation.
A GT situation.
Yeah, the problem is when they start trying to merchandise the kids of the character you care about, the kids aren't the character you care about.
And that was the reason why Boruto failed, in my eyes.
I just thought it failed because Naruto should have ended a long time ago. They should have learned from other anime and just realized.
I thought it ended because it just sucked.
Because
Well, it's like
I thought it failed.
Because here's the thing, they had that show on life support during the last season. That final season just wouldn't end. And I was so pissed off. Like, don't get me started with Obito. The amount of episodes that padded out its runtime because Obito's simping over that girl. It's like, okay, we get it. He loved her. We'll move on. Your character does not move on, but the viewer needs to move on. This is old content we're treading. You're killing 15 minutes out of my 30-minute episode talking about how much Obito simps over that girl. I rant over.
And then they just shipped characters with characters that they have no.
That's the same feeling I had. That same feeling I had with Bleach. When Bleach was doing the Wekamundo arc, I don't know if you guys have watched Bleach.
I watched the
But
first
those-
season. I tapped out.
Fillers.
I was gonna say, so for the viewers that actually watch Bleach, you
There's
guys
the
know
gold
exactly
ring.
what I'm talking
There's the gold ring.
about.
Okay, go on, go on.
All right, so for the viewers out there that are watching the video that have watched Bleach, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Once the Wekamundo arc started, we all knew it was the end. Especially when when Ichigo was fighting Ulquiorra, and then Aizen became the final boss, and then that final fight with Aizen, everybody thought that was the end. And then the creator of Bleach busts out, "Oh no, this is the first arc of 5 arcs of my of my story."
Something.
Okay, I'm gonna let you get to
I'm
your Bleach
pretty
talk right now.
sure.
I'm gonna just let you guys know this is the level. I know I probably said it before, but this is the level. This is the PTSD I see here. These platforms suck so much.
I can see it. I can see it already.
This is the level I dread. We're probably gonna lose 10 lives already just based on going through. But you go on with Bleach. I'm listening.
All right. So the thing is, Bleach was about to end. We all knew it was the end. Everybody was just like, "Oh my god, finally this epic story ends." And then the creator of Bleach goes, "Nah, fam, this is only the first arc of 5 arcs." And we were like, "Bro, what?"
And then the anime had to go with a lot of fillers that are very infamous.
And so the thing is, the artist had to be pressured to end the manga and continue it in light novels.
It's massive, more than I imagined.
But the thing is, they're bringing Bleach back because apparently people missed it.
Like a rash, probably.
Well, that's the same thing that went on with frickin' Naruto.
The problem with Naruto is that like I said, it should have ended long time ago. But they decided the networks kept pushing the show to be, oh, we need to keep the money going through here because Naruto sells. It's like, yeah, it's gonna keep selling until the fans get to the point where like, okay, we're not gaining anything new from this show that we like so much. We're gonna take our business elsewhere.
Then maybe if they ended it earlier, Boruto wouldn't train him.
Yeah, and Boruto, I have my own issues with Boruto. I don't like the character. I think that show just did not need to be a thing. Let's just be
I have
fair.
a dad who worked hard for me.
Could have been a one-off spin-off, like a one-off, like 1 or 2 episodes. I could have let it slide, like what HBO is doing right now with Adventure Time, that they're showing the aftermath, like, oh, this is what happened after your characters died, after the show ended, so that can give closure to their, give closure to the people, but
They went to
boy. Hang on. I got the perfect meme right now for this. This is how Boruto should have ended.
Alright, let me see.
Is it the slow and painful death of Boruto for being a horrible son?
Yes, look at it.
No. Oh, yes, it is.
Rasengan!
When I see that, I'm just like, yeah, that's how Naruto should have ended. Boruto should have ended.
You know what? I would have been happier if Boruto ended up becoming the villain. That would have been like.
Actually,
That's what
that's
Attack on Titan did.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Attack on Titan, the main character dude, ended up being the bad guy. No surprise, that show's already depressing. Now you just gave me another reason why not to even watch that show, because like, why follow that guy's story if he's gonna go against the values I care
He
about?
did it to save the world. He planned to either die or kill everyone. Either way, happy ending for everyone that's alive.
Is that sarcasm?
You see,
I can't tell.
Yes and no. I honestly don't know.
I'll be honest with you. Attack on Titans, when it first came out, it was one of those shows I said it was a piece of shit show, and I was right.
Guys, look at this. Can you tell there's a platform down there for me to jump safely onto?
Nope.
No, you could use the C stick.
I am. This is the extended C stick, but I just noticed the platform is rising up and down. Look at that. See that? This is why I hate
there we
this
go.
level so much. Okay. Go on. So Boruto should be killed by Rasengan. I got it.
Yeah. Rasengan.
Yeah, basically. Oh, I'm the child in pain because my dad loves me and works hard to give me everything I ever want. That is Boruto.
Yeah.
That is all Boruto does.
AKA every Batman villain. I have too much money. I need to do villainous stuff.
Except for Joker. Joker is just Joker.
Yeah. Please land somewhere safe. I could not move the C stick anywhere. It was just locked at that point. So I had to take a blind jump of faith.
You know, there's a lot of shows that a lot of animes that, you know, people love, and I'm just here like, why though? One of the ones that I am super hateful of, and it's one that's gonna get a lot of hate. I don't know if you guys watched it.
What?
My Hero Academia.
Oh, you don't like that show?
I think it's trash.
Okay, I'm gonna have to kick you off the phone
Why?
No, I'm joking. I like that show, by the way. So, but go ahead. I respect your opinion.
No, the thing is, I respect your opinion that you like it, because I mean, like, I understand why people like it, but for me, I'm just like, this is basically Naruto with extra steps.
Oh, you mean Naruto in the modern day?
Yeah, pretty much with extra steps.
I just like to remind everyone. This is game rules.
Because you have your Sasuke character,
Yeah.
you have your Sakura character, then you have your Rock Lee, and then you have, like I said, they're like, it's basically, for me, the way I see it, it's basically our Naruto, but just with extra steps.
I will
And
say
then
one
you
thing.
go
They
far.
did flip the whole Sasuke thing on its head, though. They did flip the with
Sasuke's the fire and ice guy.
no. He's talking about Bakugo, because Bakugo is the rifle.
Bakugo is just Bakugo. Nobody likes Bakugo.
Yeah, but the thing is, Bakugo. There was an episode when like he gets kidnapped, and they're trying to tell him, "You can be a villain like us. You have all this hatred, and anger." And the thing that I smiled, because my mom and I we love that show. And the thing is, we watched it, and my mom goes, "Oh, it's gonna be another Sasuke." My mom was telling me that because she watched. We all watched Naruto and Shippuden. And then when Bakugo's like, "I don't make deals with scum like you guys," and kind of reaffirming that, yeah, he's a piece of crap character, but he doesn't want to be a villain. Unless a later season corrects me, it doesn't seem like Bakugo wants to be a villain. He wants to be a hero with villain-like tendencies.
An anti-hero.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I understand why people like My Hero Academia, because you're not the only one who likes it. There's a lot of my friends that do, and I'm like, yeah, no, dude, it's cool that you like it.
Yeah.
But it's the best show ever. No, it's not. Not in my eyes, but you know, it's a good show, I guess.
You
know?
the reason why you don't like it is because you feel like it's just Naruto all over again, and you already experienced Naruto. Is that what you're getting at?
Pretty much. Like I said, it's Naruto with extra steps.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I've been in that situation before.
Because we're going down that route. You know, there has been nothing, and I mean nothing close to Dragon Ball. You know,
Not even
at all.
Super. Not even Super is remotely close to Dragon Ball.
No. And then we get to Dragon Ball Z, and there's been no other shows and no other mangas that come close to Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z wasn't that impressive in real life.
I mean, my favorite saga is the Android saga before Cell. Like I said, my favorite character from the Android saga is 17. And that's overall my favorite Dragon Ball Z character is 17. Because I just love the fact that the entire time he was trying to annihilate all humanity. At the very end, he ends up being a park ranger.
But he did try to annihilate humanity. That was his bad future. He was just going to go through it.
I will say they did do dirty to Videl and Gohan and Super, and that's the main reason I have issues with Super.
Oh, we've had that entire conversation during the Xenoverse. I don't feel like we need to go back.
Yeah. No. But that's what I'm saying. They did them dirty, and that's how far we're gonna get. If people want to watch that conversation, they can watch the Xenoverse
No.
Chronicles.
No.
You did it to yourself?
Damn, not here.
Rip.
What was it? But yeah, I've been in a situation before where I feel like I've seen this entire plot thread before. I don't want to go through it again, and
Yeah.
save myself time and money. But yeah, the same reason with Diane is the main reason why I got into My Hero Academia to begin with, and ended up turning out to be a good show. This platforming section right here, I hate it. I hate it. Look at
I
these.
mean, if we're going on that route, I'm surprised you don't like Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer, what is that? Maybe it's about demons, and I don't really like demons.
Yeah, he doesn't like one better that bloody.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't want you to get in the wrong idea, but like when it comes to like intense gore and stuff like that, I can't get into it. It's because I'm too squeamish about it. Like,
No, that's fine.
if you remember that one scene from Naruto Shippuden when Kabuto is holding onto that heart and he squeezes it, that made me wince. So if you try getting me to watch stuff like Attack on Titan, which I've already established that I can't get into a show that darn depressing. That, along with the gore and the intense violence that show has, I can't handle it. Not like I'm gonna be traumatized. Like I'll throw up because seeing stuff like that it grosses me out.
Don't get me wrong. I understand. And there's an anime that I love that you will probably hate for the rest of your life.
Damn,
What?
not here.
Record Ragnarok.
Oh, I've been hearing people talk about that at work. Is that the Netflix show?
It's an actual manga, but yeah, it's the Netflix show.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty good because it has good fight animations, things like that. But it does have gore.
Oh yeah, and the same thing like with the currently popular show Invincible. I can't get into that show just because of how, like, I've seen some of the previews. Like, oh, that show's not for me. I mean, I know it's satirical in nature in terms of making heroes realistic, parodying the DC people. But I like my cheesy superhero stuff. Thank you very much.
The main reason I couldn't get into Invincible is just because for me, don't get me wrong. I know the artist that the actual person who wrote Invincible is the same person who did The Walking Dead, and he always writes such fucking depressing stories. Cause like holy shit, dude. Cause like I read the comics of Invincible, the whole shebang.
I almost made it.
You know, all I can tell you is it's just gonna get worse.
Not here.
The gore stuff is the main reason why I don't recommend Mark watch Full Metal Alchemist, despite those glorious muscle scenes.
Look, Fullmetal Alchemist, I wouldn't recommend it if you like characters.
Yeah, I love characters, and especially since I have a problem with actual death. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't just kill them off willy nilly.
They die pretty horrible deaths.
Some of them do, not all of them. Like,
I'm sorry. The one that always gets me to cry explodes, and you know this one is why are they burying Daddy? That gets me crying every time.
Oh, Shadow, why did you betray me?
I'm more upset about the Mercy kill.
Just that scene alone breaks me.
Edward,
it doesn't matter what I'm doing.
That's all you need to hear.
Just hearing that, just hearing that breaks me, and I'm just like, I just can't. Even thinking about it right now, I'm starting to tear up about it. It's just that depressing.
I'm more upset about Molly.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, don't get me wrong here as well. I don't mind like characters like biting and they die. That brings a sense of like humanistic value to the character.
Molly is a child.
Yeah.
I get that, but the thing is, oh, please make it, please make it, please make it. No, no, so close. What my problem is when you beat that character down, you see their guts being ripped out, and then they die like that. It's like, oh my god, I don't want to see that.
Molly spontaneously,
Yeah, that's
No,
my
after
draw
being
line.
turned into a chimera, being merged with her dog.
I mean, in all honesty, the type of manga I used to read long before I went into shonen was romantic comedy. So Love Hina, believe it or not, my first manga I ever read was the harem anime Love Hina. That is what got me into anime.
Why did you do that, Shadow? Why did you do that shit? Why did you?
Le-
No. Oh. Where was this platform the entire time? Shadow, where was this platform the entire time? Was this like a mercy platform? Did this even exist before? Okay, you can go on. Go on. I thought it was dead there.
So I'm gonna upload this picture on Discord.
Okay.
So for the longest time, on my Facebook, this right here was my profile picture for almost. Oh no, wait, really? God damn it!
I can't die here. Too young, brother. I'm only 50 years old. Let's see. Let me see if we get back up here.
Hang on, let me see if I can upload it.
Kowalski, options. I need options. How do I get back up?
Jesus Christ! It updates its tab.
Okay. Alright, Shadow. I didn't know you could do that. Let's see. How do I get back up? Don't tell me I have to kill myself and go through the entire tedious thing just because I missed up one jump.
Hang on, give me 1 second. Sometimes my web browser is pretty garbage.
Oh, there's a platform over here that just decided to show up. Thank you.
Alright, so for almost 3 years on my Facebook, this right here was my profile picture.
Oh, that dude?
That's Kitaro Urashima from Hina, the main character.
Okay. What's the twist?
So the entire twist behind it is it's this guy becomes, he was part of the very, like I said, my most favorite anime. That was like the first anime I've ever watched. It was the first anime I ever, actually invested, money into collecting every volume, which I still have.
Yeah.
Because to me, that was my favorite anime.
Okay.
And then, after that, it became Inuyasha. I don't know if you guys ever watched Inuyasha.
I've heard of Inuyasha before.
Inuyasha was a really good show. Ended pretty lame, if you ask me, but
Okay, so what
Yeah,
happened?
that's a sequel now.
What hurt you? Where did it hurt you?
it hurt me in my no-no.
Oh, what happened?
Bruh. It ended in such a wimpy note that right now the announcement of the continuation or quote-unquote reboot will get you. And that right there was my phone screensaver for almost 10 years. It still breaks my heart having to read the last volume of Love Hina because I didn't want it to end. It's one of those animes I just wanted to continue.
And
But
with him
alas,
getting the girl, I take it.
huh?
Did it end with him getting the girl? Is that what I'm getting? Is that
Yeah, pretty much.
okay?
That's pretty much how it ended. I'm just here like, I wanted more. I wanted more shenanigans. I wanted more him walking in on the girl's bathroom by accident. Yeah, no, that it was that
I'm a
type of
real
anime.
man. Dude, that's like every trope nowadays. Excuse me, nowadays.
Yeah, no, but back then it was really it wasn't. So it was just like,
Back then it was
ooh,
creative. People liked it.
yeah. Now every main character does it. I'm just here like, bruh, there's a sign. You could have seen it.
Okay.
I have to
Nah, but
beaten up the things.
for me, the animes themselves, I don't like my animes to be too gritty. Because they're like you said, there's some animes that are pretty fucking, questionable. Like, how the fuck are you people watching this?
Elkin Club. That's pretty much what I ask myself every day when I'm reminded that anime exists.
No, there was one anime that everybody was talking about that was amazing. I think it was like Corpse Party or some shit
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
I heard about when people were talking about that. I never watched it, but I kept hearing that name pop up.
Yeah, and apparently it's super gritty, it's super realistic, and it's basically and then Dead Man Wonderland as well. And I'm just here, and I watched a couple episodes, and I was just like, yeah, no, this is not for me.
Yeah, first season impression usually makes it or breaks it for people.
Yeah, no, like I said, like for you with Seven Deadly Sins, the first season,
Yeah.
it was the fucking slugfest. You're like, nah. Later on, it gets so much better, but you're not gonna go into it because the first season hit you in the wrong way.
Yeah, it hit me. See, where Diane screwed up, Mount Lady filled the void. So that is pretty much. Please tell me I'm gonna land somewhere safe. Please tell me I'm landing somewhere safe. No, what? There was a platform over
Not
there.
here.
Okay, but yeah. The whole deal. Oh, we gotta go through this again. I told you this is the level. This is the level that pretty much makes me sweat the most. Let me see. So you don't like My Hero? Is there another like popular show that people like wouldn't shut up about that you said I tried it, it didn't do it for me?
The one that everybody talks about, and you guys will probably understand, JoJo.
Oh yeah. That too. I couldn't. I wasn't
I
interested.
love JoJo.
I watched the first couple of episodes, and I was just like, yeah, no, I'm done. But when people go, which one? I mean, like the one that was on Netflix. I think it was like JoJo. It was one with Dio and JoJo when Dio first arrives in the to live with
There's
JoJo.
a
And they're like,
reason behind that. That's just that you just gotta stomach through that one.
no, but
It's
like, no,
better
but that's
once that guy dies and then his grandson takes over.
yeah, no, but like I said, like we were talking about though, explodes. The first impression is what gets everybody. And for me, I was just like, yeah, no, this is no bueno for me.
That's not even the entire first season. They combined part 1 and 2 for the first season.
But that's the thing though, they never uploaded it. Like I said, JoJo is one of those shows that like like we're saying, it's a make or break.
Here first.
And I understand that JoJo's extremely popular, but I can't get into it for the fucking life of me.
Part 1's only 3 episodes, so if you just watch the first episode of part 2.
I did, and I still didn't enjoy it.
Well,
And I watched and I tried to slug through season 3, and I was just like, yeah,
fair.
I'm done.
You put in a good effort, so
And like I said, no, and don't get me wrong, I understand the appeal of JoJo.
No.
I do.
I
It's
gotta
just
finish
it was one of those. It was just one of those that I just couldn't get into. And here you go. And this one's gonna be for Mark, so that way Mark understands.
Oh, great. I already know what's gonna happen. Let me see.
Here you go, Mark. Tell me if this doesn't catches your eye to watching, to actually reading the manga.
See, I have a thing. I have a thing for very cute looking, mature anime women. And then you make them giant, and I'm like, I'm sold.
Like I said, the like after the first season of Seven Deadly Sins, it gets so much better.
I could tell, partially one of the reasons also that I wanted to get into that show is because the characters look cool, and I wanted to rip off their likeness for my book, but
Yeah.
I couldn't get into the show to the point where I'm like, all right,
And that's the same thing I feel about JoJo. It's like JoJo looks good. I've seen the memes. I want to enjoy it, but having to sit through some of these episodes, I was just like, I can't. I fall asleep.
yeah, unfortunately, I had the same problem when I tried marathoning the Tournament of Power of Dragon Ball Super. I tried to watch all those episodes back to back, and I legit fell unconscious for a little bit just because of how boring the show got, or the structure of that story was.
Yeah, I mean, like to me, my favorite, my favorite, character from Tournament of Power will have to be Khalifa.
Please. What a sad character.
It is. But you know what?
Okay, I got the first platform. Look at that platform down there, dude. It's moving with space physics back and forth.
An anime I couldn't get into that people like is Fairy Tale.
Oh, I remember that too. Sorry.
Part of it was because I learned that the two main characters were going to get together when I really didn't think they were good for each other.
Oh, so you had a ship problem.
Yeah, I mentioned that to you, and you said you can dig it, or something like that.
But I don't even watch that show. So it's like it didn't matter.
I know, but you respect the reasoning.
Oh.
That's what you said at the time, or something.
Honestly, we haven't spoken about Fairy Tail in such a long time that I don't even know if I still keep those those opinions anymore.
Oh, here's my favorite character from the Seven Deadly Sins.
It's
But
Diane
also,
again.
I just didn't like the structure of Fairy Tail. It just kind of dragged on. I couldn't get past episode 5.
Oh yeah, no. Fairy Tail is also one of those animes that if you don't really want to invest time into it, then you're not gonna like it.
I remember. Where am I falling? Okay.
You're not.
I remember people wouldn't shut up about Fairy Tail during the Xbox 360 era, because that's where they were pushing that show left and right. Guys, the nightmare's over. I made it. Oh,
You found the computer room.
I found the computer room. Find the
Finally.
computer room.
Perfect.
It's people's own fault for hearing that line.
Hey, we have
No, but
oh, cool. The actual final level, final hunt.
yeah, no, but I mean,
So-
like overall, Fairy Tail, like you're saying, Explodes. Yeah, it's a grind. And if you miss like an episode or two or skip ahead,
Pressure yet?
you're pretty much done because you don't understand most of the story at that point.
Isn't that for anything that has a episodic deal? Like even Rick and Morty has an arc that you could miss out, right?
Well, yeah, you're right, but the thing is, you have other shows that you can do it, that you can skip, certain episodes because you don't want to watch them, like the Tournament of Power for Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
You can pretty much skip it. Like I said,
I'd
you can.
also argue that Dragon Ball doesn't really have a very deep story to begin with. So you miss a couple episodes, you still have your guy or girl punching each other ad nauseum,
Yeah,
and you could easily get back into it.
that's for the reason. Like I said, you and then there's Naruto. You can do the same thing with Naruto. You know.
Uh, Depends on what version or what part of Naruto. Because there comes a point like if you're a person that's trying to figure out, wait, Sasuke left? I thought Sasuke was with Team 7.
Oh yeah, no. There's episodes that are essential, but we're talking about like there's certain arcs you can technically skip. Like you can skip the whole Third Ninja War. The Kakashi and Obito story. You can completely skip that.
Skip that bridge arc.
Yeah.
You could even skip the episodes at Naruto Part 1 that ends after Sasuke leaves. You don't need to see any of those.
I think you kind of need to see the sharks.
Oh, the chibi cartoons of Naruto and Friends.
Not what I was saying, but that's actually the only part of Naruto I did like.
The chibi ones, the ones where they actually gave Tenten a role. Can I wait? Was it Jose? Do you agree with me that Tenten got so shafted in Naruto?
Tenten did get shafted. We all know that her sugar daddy was Neji.
Yeah. And Tenten is such an adorable character. I say that because I just love how she complains about everything, and I'm totally about that.
Well, the funny part is you got me thinking right now, and technically you can technically skip majority of the Chunin exams up to the attack of the Sound Village.
Yeah, that's true because everyone ends up getting their licenses off screen.
Pretty much. So technically, you don't have to watch the whole Chunin exams.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're actually right about that.
Oh, hey, we got him.
Like we can also we can also skip a lot of the Jiraiya training Naruto.
True.
Because technically it didn't really matter because all he really needed to learn was Rasengan. That's it.
Rasengan. I always look at Rasengan as a portable Kamehameha on your hand.
Pretty much. That's the way I see it. It's like Akashi's Chidori. It's technically fucking Gallic Gun.
Yeah, Gallic Gun. This is a breather level considering the hell I went through in the last level.
Yeah. But yeah, no, but popular shows, like I said, that really turned me off is JoJo.
Oh, by the way, did you watch? Sorry, I had my prepubescent voice on for a second. Did you watch Hey Arnold back in the day?
Hey Arnold, yeah, I did.
Did you? What was your opinion on it?
I loved it.
It was a 7 out of 10.
A 7 out of 10 for you? I thought it was a really solid show for what it's doing. I know if I were to go back to watch it again, it'd probably feel very adolescent for me, my taste now, but it was a good show for what it was at the time.
It had really heavy topics.
Wait, yeah, heavy top, dude. Monkey Man, Chocolate Boy, Pigeon Man, and Helga's parents. That's all I think about now with the themes that the show has.
And that's not even the heaviest it got.
Well, if we're going down that route, what do you feel about Adventure Time?
Adventure Time. Okay, well, I have two ways to look at it from 2 points, and it's going to be a very unpopular opinion. Okay, that's just me. What I feel and what I believe. I know Exposed is kind of like how Market explains. So I'm going to say it this way. Adventure Time, when it first started, I thought it was a complete garbage show. And then I stopped watching Cartoon Network because that's when I grew up. And then eventually, when I started going to my grandma on my mom's side, and all she had was basic cable, and Channel 31 was Cartoon Network, I was forced to watch shows that I would not normally watch because I'm stuck at my grandmother's house, not able to do anything else. And Adventure Time, much to like how Teen Titans Go, was always on Cartoon Network, and it was during a period of time when Nickelodeon wasn't doing so well, for at least for me anyway, in terms of shows. So I watched it and I said, this is kind of interesting. So I went from, oh, this show looks complete trash to, oh wow, they actually have lore. There's actually something interesting going on. I'm interested. And then I Wikipedia'd it. I was like, oh, it's cool. It's post-apocalyptic world. And then I started watching stuff with Princess Bubblegum. I hate her. No matter what you say, I still hate her. She's a terrible person. Notwithstanding with my personal gripes with what they did in the season finale or the series finale, I cannot get behind Princess Bubblegum. She's a monster.
And that's something we can both agree on. Because the thing is, I was the same way like you were.
Yeah.
You know, but when I first heard about Adventure Time, I was like, oh my god, this show is fucking garbage. I was just like, dude, this show is fucking garbage. Like, how can people watch this? But then one episode I ended up watching because my nephew put it on, and he was just like, no, watch this episode and it's going to change your mind. I'm like, no, there's nothing that's going to change my mind of this garbage show. And it was the backstory of the Ice King.
Oh, yeah. That was the exact same thing for me. That got me, like, being like, oh, the Ice King's not Yeah, go on. Yeah, but I know exactly where you're going with this.
Yeah, no, because like the thing is, I was just like, oh my god, this show's actually pretty depressing. What the fuck? And especially when Marceline starts singing, like Marceline, is it just you and me in the wretched of the world? You know that whole song. And I was just like, oh my god, I was just like, this is so depressing. And then when you see the Ice King start singing with Marceline that same song, I'm just like, oh my god, this is really depressing. And then once I was just like, I'm curious, so I started investing myself more. And then I started to realize that, Ice King was actually a guy named Simon, and I was just like, oh my god, this is actually pretty good. There's some clever writing for a fucking kids show.
Yeah.
And now, just like Teen Titans Go, it grew on me, and I fucking just I loved.
Oh, whoa. Would you like Teen Titans Go? Delete that.
Yeah. Because
I just realized
the reason
Reggie's here with us, and he has not said a single thing.
It's because he
I
knows
said
that
hi, and you guys just kept going about
I
shows.
didn't hear that, so you did not say it while your mic was on, apparently.
And then I muted myself because fireworks and a train started going by.
Okay.
All right.
Hi,
Reg.
I'm here.
We're finishing off the game today. We're already done like an hour worth of recording. We're not talking about Shadow, but it's okay.
So what? I got a question. Why did you tag me twice earlier?
Why not?
We just wanted to say hi. We care about you. You're our best friend. Shut up.
It's too annoying you.
I wasn't even off of work yet.
And that's not an excuse.
You need another vaccine.
You realize I don't have to fucking be here, right?
He's only here
Look.
because he's best friends with me, guys. You guys don't matter. That's what he's trying to say.
And I care?
Exactly.
I take
Why?
Reggie's silence as pure agreement that he is best friends with me. Let the record show. Anyway, we were just talking about shows that we liked and all that. I want to follow up before you get to Adventure Time.
I gathered.
Before you finish it, Reggie, did you know that Hey Arnold actually had an actual ending?
Yeah.
Did you
The
watch
movie?
No.
The Jungle movie.
I was.
It was.
Yeah, I was not present for that.
I just watched it a couple days ago. I recommend you watch it. I'm not giving you spoilers. Just watch it.
I've heard it was really
on
good,
Nickelodeon.
or something. It got a lot of attention.
I didn't even know it was a thing until a couple days ago, and when I was sick.
That's because it aired on Nickelodeon only.
No, it was on that. Oh yeah, Nickelodeon. Oh, that's why. Okay, so it just barely came to
Came out like
Texas.
3 or 4 years ago, I think.
It was 3 years ago. I did my research.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw
It got a lot of
first.
attention online, or at least on like channels that covered stuff like that.
Highly recommend watching that. It pretty much answers the questions that you wanted to know that we talked about in our earlier discussion videos that Arnold showed up in. Everything pretty much sealed like a nice Christmas cake.
Dude, I don't even remember what the questions were about Hey Arnold because it's been
Parents.
that long
His
since I
parents.
watched it.
Like, where's his parents? What happened to his parents? Will Helga actually have a legitimate conversation with Arnold? All those and more. Like, when you watch the show.
Let's see. Wasn't there something about like his parents being like in a truck, like stranded in a tropical island or whatever,
Hence the
or
jungle.
jungle?
Hence the Jungle movie.
Right? Yeah. Wait, is that the movie you're talking about, or
Yep, that is it.
Yes.
have I seen that?
I don't know. Have you?
I don't fucking know anymore. I remember seeing something where like Arnold like ventures out to to find his parents or whatever, and like he ends up on like tracking them down to some island,
Oh, then you probably
And
didn't
then-
watch it then. 'Cause that
It
is
was during a
exactly-
field trip.
and like Helga was like following him at some point. She's like in like like the fucking like private investigator or like trench coat.
No,
She's the
that's
one
like-
that convinced the
There's
others
none of that.
to let the vacation happen.
No,
No private eye. I watched it a couple days ago, so it's fresh in my head.
right, but okay. So what? Because there was like a 2-part episode or something like way back near the end of the show that covered that topic. I think I just
Oh no,
don't remember
that
the.
was the last episode. That was the last episode that aired over 10 years ago. There was an entire episode dedicated to
Like Helga
reading
like
the book.
tries to confess to Arnold in that, and like he kind of rejects her right there.
Watch the movie. It's only like an hour and 20 minutes. So when you're on an off day, just like watch it. You'll probably, I don't know, your mileage may vary if you feel like that's a satisfying conclusion. It pretty much did what Samurai Jack did, which is give you closure. By the way, this is the last level, easiest level in the game.
All right. Let us continue.
Oh yeah, so Adventure Time. Yeah. Wait.
No, I
Before
was gonna say-
we get there, hold up. We got one last question mark. And who do you guys think the last question mark for the last level is going to have?
Sonic.
Sonic.
That's a safe answer, guys.
I'm gonna say Eggman.
Making it this far, Shadow.
Give it your best shot and make your
Who is it I can't hear?
goal ring.
You can do it.
Good luck, Shadow.
Good luck, Shadow.
Give it all you got.
Fight!
You're gonna do
But let's be honest.
Oh, it's a lot of people.
Good luck. Now go.
He has a lot of
Everyone.
friends.
Goal ring. We're over.
He actually has friends.
Best of luck.
Good luck.
I thought he was too edgy for friends.
Shadow.
Well, at the end of the game, there ends up being no choice in the matter. Shadow ends up being the good guy, and he works for the people that tried to kill him in this game. Go figure.
And then in the next game and in the games after that, he forgets everything and just goes back to being edgy
Yeah.
for no reason.
He ends up being quote unquote Vegeta.
Oh, speaking of that,
Yeah.
what do you prefer? Do you prefer the original Dragon Ball Z or the abridged?
Original Dragon Ball Z abridged. It's
Abridged.
been tainted, in my opinion.
He
Hated
thinks
how?
they owe him.
I don't know.
He thinks
The
they
fact
owe
that-
him.
Because, well, no, here's my opinion on it. Dragon Ball Z is Dragon Ball Z, but the thing is that once I started realizing that Abridged has their own vision of what Dragon Ball Z is, and they want to kind of just make Dragon Ball Z their own thing through Abridged, it doesn't feel right. Like, Dragon Ball Z was the way I remember growing up, The dub.
I mean, they still respect a lot of the general material.
They even make references to things
It's
you
just that
wouldn't ever
they
hear
take
about
pot shots
otherwise.
at it for a gag.
Not just that, but Akira Toriyama has said that the abridged one is actually as close as he wanted it to be.
Really? That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I wish
hilarious.
Mr. Wonder
That
And
is
it's hilarious too
thing.
because the Funimation team fucking hates them.
I thought they liked him because they collaborated with him.
No, they don't. They despise them because they're fucking playing
Then why did they do that?
with an IP for nonprofit, but they're quote unquote making profit as far as they see it. They're taking away business like that or whatever, some shit.
But then why did they do the collaboration for that one episode that
Probably
the
for
Japanese didn't like
for PR sake.
Yeah. It was for PR because
Japan has
Because
more
especially Sean Chemmel. Sean Chemmel fucking despises them.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, you guys already know I do not like that man. That dude is so anti Goku,
unless it's got his face on it.
and the fact that he's
You
also
mean
Black
his
Doom,
voice?
and he's the voice of Black Doom in this game.
Yeah. How come he's not so attached to that? How come he doesn't want Black Doom to return in the Sonic franchise?
He said some things that seem like an apology, like he's trying to get better, but it still kind of sucks.
Ever since
the
the
whole
Big
Big
Mignata thing
Mignata.
happened, ever since the Big Mignata thing happened, I don't see myself ever being on good terms with Shashin. That was kind of my last straw with that dude.
for me, the whole Big Mignata thing is the reason why I don't support the official release anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's like you guys.
It's a shame too, because I really like them I really like their performances
Oh yeah,
too.
you also gotta hate Bulma.
Oh no, I fucking hate her with a passion because I'm just like the entire reason why you threw the sexual harassment issues is because Vic Mignata's name came before yours in the Super Broly movie. That was the whole reason it began.
And Toei just flat out took her side and still refuses to.
It's funny because Broly appears before Goku does, but hence the credit list.
Yeah,
That's
but
the reason. That's the reason why she got butthurt about it.
Yes.
Well, so Bulma's actress got butthurt about, or used some weird, stupid claim about a jelly bean or some shit.
Not even directed towards her.
No, so
supposedly he took the jelly bean that had her name on it. So I was like, oh, look at that! I ate Monica for some crap. I don't know exactly.
Okay, no. So I'll tell you because I watched the entire drama full down.
Oh, did you? Okay, yeah. I only watched some of it.
Jose, the way you were about to end that, I almost sounded like, dude, no, I was there. It's like.
So what ended up happening was Monica was starting to get aggravated the fact that Vic Mignata's name kept coming up before hers in almost every collaboration they did together. And so
Vic
for her,
deserves more attention than her. He's so much more talented.
But in her eyes, that's not how she sees it. So the Broly movie, she got mad that Vic Mignata got paid a bit more than she did, and that his name came out before her, even though quote unquote she's been in the DBC fandom longer than he has.
Wait.
He was literally the title character. What the fuck?
No, but that was the whole reason why it began. And so the allegations began because supposedly he sexually assaulted her.
Which and then we all know is bullshit.
Exactly, in the hotel room. That's how it began. And so there were a lot of people that are like, then why didn't you say anything? Oh, it was because Big Mignata is so popular. So she tried to use that popularity against him. Because he was so popular, I couldn't say anything until just now.
Not to mention she got Shimmel to join in on it.
Yeah.
Because.
And then she got everybody from the DBC cast to join in on the hate.
Because they're all assholes, yeah.
Yeah.
Not all of them. The beer.
Okay, sorry, most of them.
And the funny part behind it all was the fact that, Big Mignata was just like, okay, cool. If there's a problem, we can settle this, we can settle this privately with our lawyers and we can discuss it. Monica
And then,
was just like,
Social
fuck
media.
no.
Social media.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is
Tori
like
was
the worst place to go for
"Yeah,
anything like this.
We are women supporters, so get lost."
And so basically what ended up happening was, she was just trying to bring up more examples how he will inappropriately touch fans,
Which we all know is bullshit because fans ask for those.
They
Yeah,
ask
no,
to be
but-
touched like that.
they pay the voice actor to touch them in that way. Because you're not going to tell me that you're going to that you're going to pay $60 to get a photo and autograph with him, and you're not going to tell them hold my leg as we're taking the photo as I do this sexy pose.
Right?
It's like you're paying for it. You know exactly what you're fucking asking.
Like, fuck, I'd pay for that kind of shot.
Fuck yeah, dude. Especially with Vic, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I want him to whisper in my ear, Alphonse. I will pay for him to whisper in my ear, Alphonse. It's okay, Alphonse. I got your full medal. I'm the full.
Oh man,
your full medal.
Jose, I'm so happy that we stomached through this game for 2 hours and 21 minutes.
It was worth it.
There were so many random topics. We talked about dummy Thigmai. We talked about weight loss. We talked about anime. We talked about
We talked about Sega being
Controversy.
Sega.
finally Vic Mignogna. Always goes back to Vic Mignogna.
Well, that's the thing, though. But we all know at the very end, all that shit that happened with Vic was a lie. Monica's a bitch.
Obviously.
And
And
Toy
uh,
is just
Sing-
a bunch of
was-
cowards for not doing
John-
anything about it.
And then Sean Shamels is a piece of shit garbage human being that I don't know
People
why.
have known that for years already, just with how he treats fans.
Bro, no, for me, the one thing that got me so aggravated is that they won, quote unquote, their fight because Vic Mignogna said inappropriate things, but the recordings they released of them saying those homophobic remarks. Did they-
Did it include anything?
Have you guys heard it?
No, I did
No.
I'm
I
just
kind of
guessing that
stopped.
they didn't
I
include
kind
any
of
such
stopped
thing.
following it because the more information I heard of how bullshit everything was, the more it just made me angry.
Nobody but
I
Toei
just
Animation
so I stayed
believes
away
them.
from it to not be angry. But I'm
Literally,
always
no one
angry.
but Toei Animation believes Monica anymore.
And she's still
Wait, what about Toei Animation?
Oh, they totally believe her. That's why they,
No, they don't.
fired Vic. They fired
Toei
Vic.
doesn't. All Toei knows is that Funimation has been being really stupid and threatened to
Oh.
take away Dragon Ball.
Yeah, they have.
Because of all the fucking controversy that they were stirring up.
Oh, so it was Funimation. Stupid.
Yeah, because Toei is from Japan. They don't give a shit about Vic, other than that's just a dude.
So
I
I'll,
just
po-
like
I'll,
Toei
I'll
about
post it up right here in the
Funimation.
Discord since we're done with the recording.
I
Here.
will promptly probably ignore it.
No, because this is basically all the voice actors who went after Vic Mignogna. It's all of them doing the exact same thing they went after him for. And this was
Yeah.
recently.
Oh yeah, I think I've passed some of those. Yeah, I have not watched them because, like, again, the entire concept, I don't want to say concept, but the entire situation was just making me angry. So I stopped following the news of it so that I wouldn't be angry.
Independence Day.
No, the one thing that got me and I felt really bad is at the very end when the fan asks, "So how have you been taking this whole Monica thing?" And Vic just breaks down in that panel and just says, "I can't believe somebody would go after my livelihood."
Yeah,
Like
that one of those a few of those I've seen. Yeah.
And that breaks me, and I'm just like, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
and now he's just like straight up never touching a fan again. Like he's just
Yeah.
like no more hugs, no more like kisses on the cheeks or anything like that. No, not even probably not even handshakes.
No,
From just so there's absolutely no misconceptions to be used at random and out of context.
exactly.
We really need to do. People really need to do something about Monica.
That's a real shame too, because I really like a lot of the characters that she's voiced.
And to believe all because of jealousy.
I mean, I'll believe that, but like, fuck, so stupid.
Well, anyway,
Especially regarding the Broly one, it's just like you can't get mad about that one. He's literally the title character. That's supposed to get top billing.
Not
The
just that,
fuck?
but Broly himself carried the movie.
Yeah, Bulma was only in there for like 3 minutes. All she did was like, oh yeah, I want to get the Dragon Balls to
Get
wish
a
myself 5 years younger.
by the way, guys,
Like that's it.
let's continue this Adventure Time conversation in the next game. I got time for one more short game. It's not going to be an expert mode game. It's going to be a quick game on another game on the GameCube. But since we're not going to be playing Shadow, I'm going to swap games. I'm going to pause the stream and go to the next game. So hold on to the anger because we still have to finish up Adventure Time.
I have no thoughts on Adventure Time. I've never watched it.
I just kind of just tuned out on that one. I don't know why.
Hold up. Let me just pause the stream and then we'll get back. Hold on one second.